Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. This is Brother Malak Asharala, 144 Judah. I'm coming at y'all with a lesson entitled Rebellion. And this is one thing that our people struggle with the most is rebellion. It's a very common characteristic or action, because, look at what position that we're in now. All right, we're in these positions because of our rebellious actions. We're in this position because we weren't doing what we were supposed to. We were going against what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai told us to do, and we weren't serving him, and we weren't following the law, statutes, and commandments, which were given to us by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So, the definition of rebellion is the act of going against something or someone. All right, so that something or someone is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Well, the something is the law, statutes, and commandments, and that someone is Yahweh. All right, well, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And we have to be saved up. We have to be brought up out of this place so that we can have the Spirit on us to not rebel. So we can have the Spirit to only know good and not know bad. And to have those perfect bodies in that perfect mind state. All right, to be able to have something new, something greater, our true rest. All right, and have all those tears wiped away from our eyes. And that's only going to be for the elect and the people that do rebel, and the people that, go against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai aren't going to have that promise. Well, they are, but they're just going to have to be reborn into the kingdom. So, I'm not going to ramble on too much. I'm just going to get straight into the lesson. And I pray that the hopeful elect of Israel that is watching this will be edified. So, my first scripture will be 1 Samuel 15 and 23. So this is 1 Samuel 15 and 23, and it reads, "For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft." All right, so rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, witchcraft is magic, wickedness, basically an idol, and a demonic praise. All right, it's just conjuring up spirits, witchcraft. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. So when you're stubborn, you feel like you've got something to prove. You always have a chip on your shoulder. You don't listen. All right, as some would say, a hothead is as iniquity and idolatry. So what is iniquity? All right, bad things, going against something. All right, idolatry is serving other idols. And, our people have committed adultery. All right, not adultery, but idolatry. All right, which is, the act of serving another power, as I said. And our people have been easily deceived, believing in Islam, believing in Hinduism, Buddhism, other religions, all right, and just serving other gods in general, other idols that don't exist, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord. So rejected means not being able to accept something. All right, so reject it, don't take it. So they don't accept the truth, they don't accept who they are. He hath also rejected thee from being king. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has rejected you from being in rulership. That reminds me of the scripture Hosea 4 and 6 when it says, "I will also reject thee." Roughly paraphrasing. All right, I'll also forget thy children, since thou hast forgotten the law of that power. I'll also forget thy children. That thou should be no priest unto me. So that's just proving the point as to why people that rebel aren't gonna inherit the kingdom, because we're gonna be kings in the kingdom. We're not gonna be under Esau. We're gonna be under Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, of course, but we're gonna have the kingdom, and we're going to be ruling. All right. And, you Edomites are going to be our slaves. So that was 1 Samuel 15 and 23. So my next scripture will be Proverbs 17 and 11. So here, Proverbs 17 and 11, it reads, "An evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him." So an evil man seeketh only rebellion. So he's looking for ways to rebel against Yahweh Shem. Should I do whatever he wants? Because if you're doing whatever you want, you're not under anybody's control. And we know that Yahweh Shem is over us no matter what. He's always going to be there with us, even if we are 2/3, even if we're not Israelites. He's always going to be there. But the thing is, you're never over control of yourself. Yahweh Shem will always be controlling you and watching your every move, and just always being there. You can't hide from Yahweh Shem. So if you're trying to seek rebellion, then he knows, because as he put the spirit on you to do it. So you're seeking other things that aren't of Yahweh Shem. Therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. So those cruel messengers, what the world calls cruel, is the so-called black Hebrew Israelites, which we are just the Israelites. All right, yeah, we can call each other Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, that's not a problem. But besides that, we are called cruel because we are doing what we're supposed to. The scriptures speak of criticism, all right, and being looked down on, all right, threatened because of the truth that we speak. The world doesn't want to hear what needs to be spoken. Especially you wicked 2/3 out there. Y'all don't want to hear what is necessary to the spirit. Y'all don't want to hear y'all don't want to hear how you guys will be saved. Y'all don't want to hear how you can be saved. The wonders, things that we dream about, what we're going to inherit. Y'all don't want any parts of that because it doesn't sound fun. It sounds boring, and they just call us cruel because we're telling them what they're doing wrong. They don't want to be told wrong. So we are considered those cruel messengers. My next scripture will be Matthew 4 and 7. So this is Matthew 4 and 7, and it reads, "Yahushua said unto him, It is written, again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power." So it's written, you shouldn't tempt Yahweh Shem. You shouldn't try Yahweh Shem, trying to test Yahweh Shem to see, if he'll destroy you or not. You shouldn't try Yahweh Shem with that. You trying to test Yahweh Shem to see if he gonna do it or not, because trust me, he will do it. He'll kill you in an instant. He'll take your soul away in an instant. He'll take the spirit off of you in a second. So you shouldn't try Yahweh Shem Shai. That is one thing that we should never do. We should never dare the Lord. That is the last thing. Not even the last thing. That's something that we should never do. So, that was pretty straightforward. That was Matthew 4 and 7. My next scripture will be John 14 and 15. So, John 14 and 15, and it reads, "If you love me, keep my commandments." Alright, that's pretty straightforward. If you love Yahweh Shem Shai, you're going to keep his commandments. You're going to show that you love him and, follow his law, statutes, and commandments. I'll read on the 16. "I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abound with you forever." So, the opposite of rebellion is listening. So if you listen and you hearken unto Yahweh Shem, then he'll always be there with you. If you pray, which is a part of your walk, you should always pray for things that you need. All right. Always pray. Pray, pray, pray. That is important. So that was John 14:15. And my next scripture will be John 8:44. So this is John 8:44, and it reads, "Ye are of your father the devil." So, these 2/3 use these demons, alright, overall people outside of the truth. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. So that word lust means a sensual appetite regarded as sinful. Alright, so whatever you do, it's of your father, the devil. The lust, the things that you feel that are evil are of the devil. He was a murderer from the beginning, so that automatically just, destroys whatever Christianity says about how the devil, so-called, went behind God's back. But whatever, it's that just proves everything wrong. So it just says that he was a murderer from the beginning. That's literally what it's saying. All right, that just proves everything wrong. But that's besides the point. And abode not in the truth. So you never abode in the truth. You were never. You never were really a man of Yahweh Shemi Ashai, a man or woman of Yahweh Shemi Ashai, who's just bringing you into the truth. Or even if you're not truth, you never were a part of Yahweh Shemi Ashai if you never listened. Because there's no truth in him, so there's no truth in you. You don't have Yahweh Shemi Ashai. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. So when you speak of a lie, when you tell the opposite of the truth, the opposite of a truth which is a lie, it's of your own. It's based off your own perception, what you want it to sound like, and not actually telling the truth because you're afraid that the truth will affect you. But it's better to tell the truth than to lie. He speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So the devil is a liar. He's always been a liar, and he's the father of it. And that's what that's what he is entitled to. When you hear the devil, you think, oh, a sneaky liar, all right, an evil spirit. That's what you think of every time you hear the devil come out of someone's mouth. That's what you think of. So my next scripture will be Matthew 5:19. So this is Matthew 5:19, and it reads, "Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven." So whosoever breaks the commandments, one of them, one of these least easy commandments, one of the easy commandments, he'll be called the least because it's an easy commandment that you can just follow. It's not hard. You know how to follow it. You know what to do and what not to do. You know what you're supposed to do in that commandment. You know what you're not supposed to do in that commandment. So if you do what you're not supposed to, then you're going to be considered the least in the kingdom because you willingly rebelled against Yahweh Shemi Ashai. Because that's what the commandments are, his rules, his laws. And shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom. So if you're teaching men false doctrine, if you're leading people into destruction, their blood's going to be on your hands. All right? And you're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven, of course. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So, if you teach them the right way, then you'll be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So if you do, you get that reward. If you don't, we already know. There's nothing that we don't know. So my end-off scripture will be Deuteronomy 28, 1-2. Curses, Deuteronomy 28, 1-2, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. So if you do what you're supposed to do, then he'll put you on high. He'll set you on the high level, and he'll put you in that righteous state. And these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. So, all these blessings will overtake you. All these things you will have, if you serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and that's pretty straightforward. But if you don't, we already know what happens. You won't have a second chance, because then it will be too late. So, do what you can right now, and with that, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that was my lesson on rebellion. I pray that you brothers and very few sisters were edified. And with that, Shalom Israel.